I said, please, miss, I don't believe it. You touched me once, I could feel it.
Yo, what's up guys? Firstly, I'm just gonna say this is really hard, so sorry if I make any mistakes because the audio didn't record with the video, so basically I'm doing it over the video now, so it's quite hard because I'm not sure what I'm actually doing at the time. Sometimes like it stops and I might go silent, so that's out of the way. But this is a tutorial on 3D motion tracking, and hopefully I hope you, because I know there isn't much tutorials out there and most of them are quite confusing. But anyway, the first thing you can do is go on Sony Vegas and put your clip in, cut it down and stuff, which I've already done. And you're gonna change the frame rate to 25 frames per second, which I should do in a minute, I think. There you go. Then you're gonna go down to the bottom, click apply and click OK. So then you're gonna highlight the clip like I've just done, file, render as, but when you're rendering this you're gonna do it as the image as PNG images. But first thing you need to do is create a new folder in C drive. So once you've created the new folder, because all the clips are going to go into there, there's going to be millions of little pictures, so this is my folder in C drive. I've just called it new folder, just calling this clip showdown. Save image sequence, remember, PNG, that's a really important thing. So I'm just going to quickly pause this and get back onto it in a minute. What's up, I'm back and the render's finished. So basically this is just to show you where the image sequence and stuff is, because it is really important. You need to make sure you render it in image sequence BMP and as a PNG template. Render loop region only is ticked for me, but that's only because I like doing a loop region, which is the highlighting bit, which you don't actually need to do. So now you can just close Sony Vegas. You don't need to save anything, and now get Buju up. So the first thing that you do when you get on the program is you click on import sequence. So just dragging that across. So now you're going to find the folder that you made, which for me is new folder, and you're going to click on the very first picture and open. Basically that's going to open the sequence of pictures, and it's going to be like a video on Buju. You're going to put it to 25 frame rate and you're going to make sure that's right. If that comes up, just click no. That's the only thing you need to change there. And look, as you see, it comes up as a like movie thing when you move that bottom timeline. So yeah, now the first thing you're going to do with this clip is you're going to click on track features on the place where you can see the clip in on your screen, and you're going to click advanced, and you don't really need to change sensitivity, but I normally change it up one just to add what it does is it adds a few more points, and the points are important later, so it depends what you're doing really, but I normally just leave it around the same, because otherwise it takes longer to load. So I'm going to start this and be back in a minute. So what's up, I'm back, and as you can see there's yellow lines with red crosses there. That's what we don't really need. These are just for the second step. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on camera solve, the thing that looks like a yellow line going into a blue line with a yellow dot on the end. So I'm going to click that. This thing should pop up. All you need to do on this is optimize camera path smoothness and start. This should take longer, sometimes it doesn't, I don't know. So I'm going to pause this and carry on in a minute. Alright, so I'm back. As you can see there's blue and yellow dots everywhere. So what you're going to do now is set the scene geometry. The first thing you can do is add coord firm hint in this. But what I do for this is I use Cinema 4D because often you need what you need is Y, Z and X, and often I forget. So there's like this is how I see what Y, Z and X is. So Y is up, Z is like the 3D bit, and X is like the length bit, and I often forget that, so I always have to open Cinema 4D and just see what's what, because it helps, because you have to do the axis and click the spots, which is Y, which is Z, which is X, to sort of show where your text is going to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to click add coord firm hint, go to Z axis, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to click two spots which are on the Z axis, which is like the 3D bit. So you've got to find like the two spots that look like it'll be that sort of facing that way. It's hard to explain, but it will click in your head and you will realise what I mean eventually. So you've got to do this, click connector selected for each axis. So that's the first track, and then after each one you need to add coord firm hint. So then you do the next axis, Y axis, and after that you just do all the axis like the same thing but different places, obviously, because they're different axis. So the Y axis is going up, so you've got to do the two going up but like in the right angle. So that looks about right to me, so probably leave it so that it doesn't need to be completely perfect, because you can change it in Cinema 4D, but you're going to connect to selected and add coord firm hint. So now we're onto the X axis. For this clip it's quite easy because you can just line it up with the stairs. Like as you can see, there's a few on the stairs, so if you line it up it will be sort of facing the right way. So it's quite easy for this clip, but some it isn't. So connector selected again, and I forgot to add coord firm hint, so I'm going to go back and add it now and go on to origin. The origin is basically where you want the text to be centered around, so like the middle of where you want your text to be. So sometimes it can be quite hard to find, it depends on the angle of the camera and stuff, it's hard to see, but I don't really know what to pick at the moment, so I think this is the one I go for. I know that. So for this one you only pick one track and connector selected, so that's that done, and that's the scene geometry done. So now you update coord frame and close that. So now what you do is you export camera solve, and you don't need to do anything with the top things apart from export to Cinema 4D, change where you're going to save it to. So I'll just save it to the desktop, just change it to wherever you want to save it to. Call it showdown, save. And this is the important bit, you need to scale scene by 100 and save. Right, now it's done, you can close Buju. I'll just drag it across for the moment and open Cinema 4D and open that file that you've just got from Buju into Cinema 4D, scale 10 and everything ticked apart from the last box, and you're going to see this like I don't know what it's called, but anyway, if you put text in it'll go right into the middle of where them three axes are, which is I'm just going to call it tester. And basically this is the bit where you put the background bit in of like the shots of like the showdown clip. So you're going to click color, click the dot dot dot, and click on the first picture PNG image, the very top one, first one. Make sure it's the first one and click open. If this comes up, just click no. Right, now you're going to click on the document file bit, the big long bit, that bit there which I'm pointing to now, and you're going to go on animation and calculate. So it goes through each picture as if it was like a frame and makes it look like a video. Now you're going to make a background image, and you're going to put that material on the background image. As you can see, it's black, but that was because my first clip was black. And now if I move it along, you can see the text moves along with the video, like the same speed. Just put some 3D on the text quickly to make it stand out a bit more. Caps, fillet cap. I often do that just because it gives it more effect, but this is just a quick thing. Obviously I would do more to the 3D work, and as you can see, it isn't quite in the middle of like where I would like it to be, and not quite the right angle, so I'm going to change the angle quickly. This is a good thing, like after you've done it you can change it around so it's like right, and I'm going to put it in the middle. Obviously when you're doing it you're going to spend a lot longer on it, so it should be a lot more accurate and a lot better, to be honest, because this is only like a quick version of it. So right, once you have done that, that's pretty much it, I think. Like if you just need to keep messing about with it, getting the angles right, and basically this is render settings. Output 1280 by 720. You can put the frame from 0 and to the finishing frame, which for me is 131. So you're going to put 131 there. Save as QuickTime Movie, 8-bit alpha channel and straight alpha. I'm not sure what it does, I just save it as that anyway. Just click where you want to save it to, call it whatever you want it to be. So file name, I just write showdown, save. So now I'll close that, and that's pretty much the tutorial finished. If you have any questions or anything, this clip was at the start just with a colour corrections and stuff, but if you have any questions or anything, put it in the comments, and please like and favourite for my time and effort doing this tutorial. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.